Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Just want to come on with a quick uh, etiquette, Titus 2 etiquette tip. Um, and I know this is not something that everybody knows or they're not aware of it, that they're even doing it. But there should never be a time when we yawn without covering our mouths. We should never just open our mouths and yawn. I see this a lot. And I see it in places of business, organizations, restaurants, and just, on the bus, people in their car. And even when you are alone, never ever open your mouth to yawn without making sure you're covering yourself in some way. It should be a something, just like burping and or belching. We don't just we don't just do that and mix in any company, whether you're alone or like I said, in public. Always caution and discipline yourself. Control yourself in order to do that. Remember, first of all, we're always in the presence of God. We are always in the presence of God. So we should always be mindful of doing that. And you know what I mean? And even when I'm alone, I say excuse me to myself, or excuse me to the heavenly host, or whoever I'm in the company of. I'm going to say excuse me, but I'm kind of, you're turning away, you're holding your mouth some type of way, and you're turning away. You don't just do that in someone's face and in a company of individuals. It's very, very rude. It's very unsightly. I mean, who wants to look inside of someone else's mouth except for a dentist, okay? Orthodontist, dental assistant, or dental hygienist, or somebody like that. You know what I mean? Or a doctor. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, all jokes aside, we don't want people gawking in our mouth. We don't want someone to have to experience that. So even when we are alone, always remember to practice good manners, and teach our children and grandchildren and others around us good manners. Let's model it. Let's teach it. Let's teach it. Let's model it and whatnot, so that everyone will catch on, because so many things are missing. This is a series that I've been meaning to do. Not even really a series. A long time ago, it should have been a book. Actually, it is a book, but it's just not printed yet. But it's called "My Name is Etiquette, and I Am Not Dead." Okay, so please let us remind ourselves of that. Even so much, and I didn't mean to put three in one video, but even so far as when we lose our manners. We're going to lose our manners. We're human. Our bodies function like that. It's a bodily function. But there's a way to go quietly somewhere and you lose your manners quietly off, without it causing a stir. Sometimes it might happen by accident. You might sneeze, you might cough, you lose your bodily functions. And then you excuse yourself. It's really nothing to. And then you kind of excuse yourself and apologize to those who are in your the range and whatnot. So I just want to come on with that. There'll be more coming forth and whatnot, but that is definitely one that is really needs to be addressed, to cover our mouths before we start yawning. And don't make all of the noise. And then another part, thank you, Holy Spirit, stretching with it, all of the long stretch. These are things we do home and private. Okay, home and private. All of that, and your arms go all up and you're stretching all out in places of work and in places of people that you are not, that familiar with, and even people you're familiar with. Respect yourself and respect others. You know what I'm saying? Again, we're teaching and we're modeling these good habits. Okay, so anyway, I just want to come on with that. Remember, my name is Etiquette, and I am not dead.